Hello everyone, Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to all of you out there. Today I'm going to share with you all the story of how me and my good friend Zol recorded, produced, mixed, mastered, and released an EP of Christmas covers in about a week and a half just in time for Christmas. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So this all started on December 7th around midnight. I was finishing up some work, getting ready to go to the gym, and I was actually getting into the Christmas spirit a little bit by listening to Mac DeMarco's various covers that he has of Christmas songs. These songs you can really only find on YouTube or SoundCloud, but I just love the idea of a little indie-fied Mac DeMarco twist on some classic Christmas songs. But that got me thinking, I want to do something similar. I want to do some covers of Christmas songs. But there's only one problem. I am terrible at singing. So naturally I thought, I know somebody who would be great for this project and who isn't terrible at singing, my good pal, Zol. So I sent him a little voice message explaining my idea of how we should do a couple Christmas song covers, and he said, let's do it. So pretty much right away we got to work. We started brainstorming ideas, figuring out what songs we're gonna do, how we're gonna lay them out and arrange them and stuff like that. And within an hour or two, he sends me this video.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town is supposed to be an upbeat song, but if I did it like super soft, like ooh, better watch out.
So there we already had the first song we were gonna do. We knew we wanted to do Santa Claus is Coming to Town, but a very slow, soft, piano ballad kind of thing. So on the first day / night, whatever you want to call it, we already had a basic idea for how we wanted this to go. We knew we wanted to have at least 3 to 5 songs on this thing. That was the goal, but we would just do as many as we could get done before, releasing it before Christmas, which was one of the other main ideas. We wanted to release this thing before Christmas. We also knew that we wanted the songs to just have kind of like a chill, laid back indie feel to them. Then we obviously also would need a cover art at some point. We would need some sort of name for this thing, and then we would need to upload it as well, obviously. So now that we had the foundations for what we really wanted to do here, we could attack this thing head on tomorrow morning. So the next day, both of us started working on our respective tasks, him figuring out how he's going to do the vocals and how he's going to do the piano, me figuring out how I'm going to do the production on the other songs, and decide what other songs we actually want to do. And then at some point during the day, Coleman sends me this video.
And then once it gets up to the high register, no drums, and it'll sound sick with just like a high piano.
And I happen to like that idea quite a lot. We start the song off super slow, super soft, and then we bring the tempo up and have it be a little bit more faster and upbeat. So while he was coming up with that, I started working on a very jazzy, kind of complex chord progression for I'll Be Home for Christmas, which is another one of the songs that we were thinking about doing a cover for. So I had the idea to do it on my nylon string guitar, which he thought was a good idea. So naturally, I learned the chord progression, recorded a little demo of it, recorded some drums over top, and a couple other elements and instruments as well, just to send him a little demo as a basis. And then out of nowhere, Zol tells me he has this idea to add this like synthy kind of atmospheric drop kind of thing in there. And I thought it sounded like a cool idea, so I told him go ahead and do it and we'll see how it sounds. And then he sends me this video.
Alright bro, I might have got ahead of myself, but imagine this well mixed.
I thought this was super cool. It's definitely not, your typical Christmas song kind of vibe, but I think it fits really well with what we were trying to do. So obviously we kept that bad boy in there. So I sent him all the different layers that I had for I'll Be Home for Christmas, and he sent me his layers for Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Basically I took those and I recorded a bunch of stuff over them, recorded my own version of some drums on top of it, some guitar, a little synth bass, some pads, nothing too crazy, just some complementing layers. And I also added this little pad sound here. Our workflow for this project, and pretty much anytime we work on music long distance, one person will usually come up with an idea. We'll record some different guitars, maybe put a drum loop over it, maybe add some pads and some other synth sounds, and then we'll take that, send what we have to the other person, they'll do their thing on it, and then we'll just kind of send each other the new versions back and forth and just make changes as we need to. I do most of the instrument stuff, and then he does most of the mixing and mastering and arranging and putting everything together the way it needs to go. So as you can see, things are moving along quite nicely at this point. So we decided to hop on a phone call, get all our ideas together, come up with some cover art and name ideas, and just get everything kind of fleshed out and on the right track.
And listen to it for like a final time.
Like I said, during this phone call, we also talked about how we want the cover art to look. A lot of the songs that he releases, he has a theme of making the cover art a little painting that he does on a little canvas. I think it's a super cool thing, and he had the idea of doing that for this cover as well. So we talked about what we wanted to do. Maybe we'd do a Christmas tree with a little ornament on it. Maybe we would do like a snowy blizzard or something. But we pretty much ended up deciding that we wanted a big red ornament with maybe some snowflakes in the sides or something like that. And that would be our epic cover art. So a few days after our phone call, I'm just working on some random stuff, and he sends me this picture. Naturally, this got me super hyped, and at this point, we could really start to see this project coming together. So over the next few days, we kind of just split off and kept working hard on our own little things. Me doing the production side, him working on the mixing and arranging of the different songs. And I actually ended up working on a little demo for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which we kind of thought would be another really good song for us to do. You know Donner and this one slaps. I like this one a lot. And obviously at this point, the demo had no drums or anything. It didn't really have many layers. It was almost kind of like vacation-y, beachy sounding. But either way, like the other two songs, we now had a pretty good basis for this one too. Things are going pretty smoothly so far, but as we all know, it doesn't usually stay that way. So basically for this project, we knew we had a deadline of December 19th. We had to finish and upload the tracks by then because that's when Coleman was actually going out of town for a little bit. We wouldn't be able to work on the songs after that, so that was our deadline.
Be able to finish it this weekend and probably have it out next Monday.
But lo and behold, about 2 days before our deadline, with a bunch of work that still needed to get done, I got sick. I came down with some sort of cold or something, and I just felt really icky and gross. But the show must go on. I wouldn't let that stop me, so I powered through, and I kept working on the layers that we needed, including recording some drums for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I did while very sick and feeling disgusting. That should be pretty much all I need, I think. Ugh. So I stayed up until 3 a.m. recording and adding layers to pretty much the last song that we needed to get done, which was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I felt sick and I felt tired, but at the end of the day, I was very happy that I was able to get him all the layers that he needed to be able to do the final mixes and masters and get these things uploaded before the 19th. So on Sunday, December 18th, the day before our deadline, Zoel was working hard all day, recording some extra vocals, arranging everything, putting the finishing touches on it. He actually sent me the pre-masters and I put a little tape effect on everything using a plugin called Real Light Pro. So by the end of the day, we were done, we finally finished, and we were ready to upload this thing. We hopped on the phone so we could upload this EP together, uploaded all the songs and everything, picked our genres, went through the whole, DistroKid process, and then we came across a little problem that we had previously overlooked. Since these songs are cover songs and we didn't write them ourselves, we actually first needed to get a cover license before we could upload the songs, which it said DistroKid would do for us, but it might take up to 14 days. And if you do the math on that, December 19th plus 14 days equals not before Christmas. So this could have been bad, and we realized that our fate was kind of in the hands of DistroKid at this point. Depends on how quick DistroKid will put it up, Yeah. But we had no other choice but to upload this thing and just see how it goes. Worst case scenario, comes out after Christmas, but we've got some Christmas songs for next year. So over the next few days, we eagerly awaited news from DistroKid to tell us that our song had been uploaded. The suspense was just eating away at both of us. Would it be uploaded before Christmas? Would it not? Who knows? But then finally, on December 22nd, DistroKid came in clutch and uploaded the EP. We were so excited that it was finally up, just in time for Christmas and just in time for all of you guys to listen to it and get into the holiday spirit. So yeah, that is pretty much the story of how me and Zoel put out an EP of Christmas covers within about one quite stressful week and a half, and I personally think the songs all turned out really, really good. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video here today. I hope you guys all really enjoyed the Christmas covers that we did. Make sure you go check them out on all platforms. Link is in the description below. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you all, and I will see you guys next time.
He's making a list, he's checking it